Good morning. Today I'm going to show you Oak Tree Farmhouse, which is a really superb holiday or house and holiday cottage complex comprising of a very large 3-bedroom farmhouse there, a large 2-bedroom barn cottage there, a boot room, a large super cozy 1-bedroom stable cottage there, couple of large garages, all the parking you could ever need here, and then beautiful level front gardens, lawn, which obviously all 3 cottages have the benefit of, depending on how you're going to use the property. Nice and private wall garden that side. There's open fields behind. The other videos will show the rear patios that get the afternoon and evening sunshine at the back of those 2 cottages. As I say, large garages, plenty of height, big doors. I haven't got the keys to get in to show you, but I promise you they are big garages. And then across the way here we have the paddocks, which I'll show you in a minute. Another thing to point out, I am assuming that those there is a septic tank. Seeing as we're well away from the village here, well, we're half a mile from the village, so probably septic tank treatment plants there. No reason to believe they wouldn't be perfectly acceptable, but you'll need to check them out. I've now got access to the garages. So this is the smaller of the 2 garages. It's got a storage loft there. You can see the roof has got skylight. It's felted, so the roof's in good order. There is a strip light there, but I haven't found out how to switch the lights on. Garage 1. Garage 2 has got triple doors and really good big garage. Again, you can see the quality roof done there. I have no idea what that red box up there is. Could be solar. I have to ask about that. And plenty of storage in here. Well, that answers that question, because on the back of there are solar panels on the back of the barn. Solar panels on the stable roof. On the stable roof and on the garage roof. That's what that box was in there. So there's the fields behind. Let's go and have a look across the road at the land. So there are 2 small paddocks. There is a gate off the road here. There is a public footpath. The footpath sign says West Witton 1/4 mile, and that's probably the way I would walk to the pub. 1/4 mile through the fields brings you to the village, rather than up the main road, which doesn't have a footpath. It is only 1/4 mile that way as well, but much safer through the fields, providing you've got a torch for the way home, because we are in a super dark skies area. Let's have a look at the paddocks. Stepping in here, paddock 1, surrounded by the stone walls, goes down to the bottom there. There's a gate in off the road, orchard trees in there, and a stream running through it. Running through from that culvert there, probably won't run all year round. We've had plenty of rain in the last few days, but underground here, and then way on down to join the River Ure in the valley bottom below. Lovely area. This will have been a wildflower area there. Typical, the blue skies arriving just as I've almost finished filming. But there's looking back at the house there across the road, and then through into paddock number 2, the paddock. So this is the paddock, which again has some young trees planted, and it goes all the way down to those tall trees down the bottom there. Again, some wildflower meadow area, and this has been mown. I think there was a ride-on mower in the garage. I'm sure if the price was right we can negotiate for that, as well as the majority of the contents in the houses in there. And then we might as well walk across to the stile to the end of the estate. Speaking of estates, down in the valley bottom down there is Lord Bolton's estate, Bolton Hall. Up on the hilltop we have Leyburn in the distance. So the steps over, and then another field on, turn right and you're at the pub. So this is a farmer's field beyond, but what a lovely setting. So that concludes the tour of Oak Tree Farm, cottages, gardens and paddocks. This has been Oak Tree Farm, dwellings, garages and paddock. I've been Brian at Hoppers. Let's see you all here very soon. Bye for now.